Oh, hi there! When an ad stops airing, where does it go? Unlike your favorite movies and TV shows, you can't stream the complete works of George Foreman or Flo. As annoying as ads can be, they are a major part of pop culture, and some are pretty nostalgic. So nostalgic that commercials have led to some of the most impassioned searches in all of Lost media, with fans so dedicated they have made their own reenactments of missing commercials. Today, I'm going to cover 10 of my favorite Lost commercials, infomercials, promotional materials, and even a Lost TV bumper. If you have your own favorite Lost commercial that you want me to cover in a future video, let me know in the comments or on Twitter at LostMediaMike. So here are 10 Lost ads.
Hola, soy Billy Mays, para fix it!
William Darrell Mays Jr., better known as Billy Mays, was a pitchman featured in hundreds of infomercials and commercials from the 80s until his sudden passing in 2009. Mays became a pop culture icon in the 2000s for his impassioned, meme-worthy performance and his loud catchphrase,
Hi, Billy Mays here!
That led him to gain his own show on the Discovery Channel. Despite being a household name in the 2000s, a shockingly large number of his works have gone missing. There are far too many to cover in this video, so I'll just go over a few of my favorites. Before reaching superstardom, one of Mays' earliest commercials was for the Jet Cloth and Washmatic. He started pitching the product at state fairs, auto shows, and even on the Atlantic City boardwalk before getting a TV spot. Clips from these early commercials can be seen in an episode of Pitchmen, where he's embarrassed by his less enthusiastic older performances. Its appearance on the show makes it likely that someone still has a copy. Mays is probably best known for his OxyClean infomercials, which were blasted non-stop on TV for years. Of these OxyClean commercials, 6 are at least partially lost. His most popular were his short-form OxyClean infomercials that made him a household name. Of these 3 variations that were made, only one has been completely found, with only a few clips of the others having surfaced. The most recent Lost Billy Mays commercial is his pitch for the failed product Magic Carry. The device was a harness system that would allow the user to carry 2 or 3 times what they can lift normally. Bundled with the product was a support pad and 4 easy sliders for moving furniture. The Magic Carry didn't sell well and was forgotten. The only remnants of the product come from the archived pages of the product website and a blog post. In 2008, insurance company Esure had a commercial featuring a sponsorship tie-in with the Wachowskis' highly underrated adaptation of Speed Racer. You might remember these commercials because of their now discontinued mascot, Erin Esure, who was removed when Esure realized the internet wouldn't stop making lewd photos of her. The commercial was supposedly directed by Chris Haig and was once available online through Haig's Vimeo account, which has since been privated for unknown reasons. Numerous stills of the commercial have been uncovered by a fan, David Allen Ward. Mr. Ward being in possession of these photos might be innocent until you remember why Erin was discontinued, and then notice all the photos in David's possession prominently feature Erin. Shame on you, Mr. Ward.
Get out of there, you little rascal. You're ruining me tone.
At the height of Beatlemania in the mid-60s, the Beatles had their own Saturday morning cartoon. The show would run for 3 seasons and aired regularly from 1965 to 1969. Though the Beatles weren't involved in the show, each episode featured one of their songs and the plot was based on its lyrics. Between commercial breaks, there was sometimes a bumper featuring a 10 to 30 second skit. The skits usually involved George and Ringo trying a new hobby, or the gang getting into a strange situation, usually ending with one of them getting hurt. The season 1 bumpers featured a storyline, but seasons 2 through 3 were self-contained comedy sketches. So far, all of the season 1 skits are found, but 3 of them have only been found dubbed in Japanese and Spanish. Of the 15 skits between seasons 2 and 3, 4 are currently completely lost.
What's it say? Stay tuned for this important message.
The world's biggest treasure hunt was a contest held by Disney and Mercedes-Benz to promote the 2007 movie National Treasure 2: Book of Secrets. The contest involved a web game at nationaltreasure.com where players could solve puzzles, drive a Mercedes in car chases, and supposedly participate in a real-world scavenger hunt. According to the contest, winners would get real treasure from a Civil War-era ship, with the grand prize being a Mercedes-Benz C-Class filled with treasure. Following the movie's release, the site was taken down and the game has since been lost, with no videos or even a screenshot of the game currently being found. I was gonna cover this game in my Lost Flash video, but there is so little information about the game, I can't tell if it was made in Flash or not. Like a lot of these promotional competitions, I can't find who won and if they actually got real treasure that had any value. I am very skeptical that people actually won treasure, but I would love to be proven wrong. Following his work on the highly successful movies An American Tail and The Land Before Time, famed director Don Bluth began his next project, All Dogs Go to Heaven. The movie proved to be a commercial disappointment, only making half as much of his last two films. To make up for the losses, MGM spent $13 million on a marketing campaign for the VHS release. The campaign included newly animated footage done by Don Bluth's animation studio, footage that has since been lost. The lost commercial supposedly featured the movie's characters giving each other the VHS for Christmas. This campaign featured a collaboration with Downy laundry detergent, of all things, that has since been found. The ads seem to have worked because All Dogs Go to Heaven has one of the most successful VHS releases in history and led to the movie getting a sequel, a TV series, and a holiday movie. But at least one of the commercials that helped make the movie successful has been lost. I'm gonna be honest, I doubt the existence of this commercial. The only source I can find describing it comes from a suspicious website that supposedly has an excerpt from a rare book on Don Bluth's career. The book is not available on Amazon, and I found a copy running for hundreds of dollars on eBay. In my research, I couldn't find any other place that could verify the commercial existed. So I'm bringing the search to you. If you can find a better source, please let me know and maybe update the Lost Media Wiki page, so we don't have to go looking through this old school furry website anymore. In the 80s and 90s, you would see ads all the time for 900 numbers. Also known as premium rate telephone numbers, these were numbers that would charge you by the minute per phone call in addition to whatever phone plan you had. Some of the services were for legitimate businesses, like on-demand news, but some were meant to scam children into racking up a bill without knowing that it would cost their parents. Even though they were shady, these commercials were pretty nostalgic, even being a part of pop culture into the 2000s. One fondly remembered commercial that has since been lost is Chuckles the Clown. Based on what people remember from this commercial, it started with a claymation clown singing before cutting to a boy jumping on his bed with his mom vacuuming. The kid turns into a rock star, and Chuckles tells the viewer about the hotline where they can call and sing into their phone with Chuckles. It's rumored that there was an Easter Bunny variation on this commercial, possibly by the same creators of Chuckles the Clown, but the Easter Bunny version has never been found either.
This machine will make you want a cup of Wilkins Coffee.
Not me. I'll take mine with cream and sugar.
From 1957 to 1961, Muppets creator Jim Henson made a whopping 179 ads for DC-based coffee company Wilkins Coffee, using his original characters Wilkins and Wonkins. The ads usually involved Wilkins promoting the coffee, while Wonkins says he doesn't like it, leading to him getting injured. The ads were so popular that Henson would make Wilkins and Wonkins commercials for other companies like Standard Oil of Ohio, Frank's Beverages, and the future drink of the Juggalos, Faygo. Of the 179 original Wilkins Coffee ads, only 135 have been archived, and there are likely over 100 missing ads between all the Wilkins and Wonkins commercials. The only company Henson made commercials for with no surviving video of are his commercials for National City Bank, and it's unknown how many were made. But as recently as June 2020, there are still Wilkins and Wonkins ads being found and archived online. To support the release of 2004's The Incredibles, Pixar released a variety of promotional materials, including 3 live-action shorts that were left off The Incredibles' home media release for unknown reasons and have since been lost. Through the Disney Geek website, I found links to the promos, but unfortunately none of them worked. However, they did give us the names of each short: First in Line, Still First in Line, and First in Line Sold Out. In March 2020, the first short was found on a promo CD distributed in the UK. The short was about a man dressed as Mr. Incredible waiting in line 2 months early for the premiere of The Incredibles. This is just my personal speculation, but based on this short, I assume the other 2 commercials would center around the same man waiting in line. Still First in Line would probably feature him still in line, maybe with other people this time. And based on the name of the final short, First in Line Sold Out, I'm guessing the man misses the premiere, probably by sleeping through it since he's been there for 2 months. But again, this is just my personal speculation. It might be possible to get the dead links on the Disney Geek website to work and recover the lost shorts. I couldn't get them to work, and the servers are likely offline, but it's worth a shot. I'll leave the link in the description if someone wants to give it a try.
Subway!
This mysterious Subway commercial was first brought to the internet's attention by Baron Julius von Brunk. The commercial obviously had a big impact on Julius because in 2019, he would release an impressive reenactment of the commercial using Legos and stop-motion animation. In his video, he describes the commercial as live action with amateur actors, having a low budget, religious overtones, strange dialogue choices, and a particularly memorable actor with exaggerated facial expressions. According to Baron Julius, the commercial aired in the mid-90s in South Central Pennsylvania, likely made by a local Subway franchise and not the Subway Corporation. Upon posting the video to Reddit, people began to claim they'd seen the commercial in regions of Kentucky, Illinois, Wisconsin, and even Ontario, Canada, with some even claiming they'd seen the commercial advertising Quiznos or the Canadian sub chain Mr. Sub, not Subway. Julius theorized that perhaps the commercial could have been licensed to other franchises where the audio was dubbed over for each brand, hence why people from different regions have seen the same commercials for different brands. This would account for the strange dialogue since they would have to change the brand for each region. If you're interested in joining the search or have any insight on the mystery, I would highly recommend checking out Baron Julius von Brunk's full video where he gives a complete breakdown of the mysterious commercial. And while you're there, you can check out some of his other videos. Dude makes some seriously impressive LEGO content. I'll leave a link to the video in the description. In 2004, on the anonymous Japanese message board 2 channel, a user told of a mysterious commercial they saw as a kid that can't be found on the internet, a commercial that has been dubbed Hitogata. The rough translation of the post reads, "There was this terribly scary commercial and I still have it constantly left in my memory. There were 2 white figures depicted against a black backdrop and this noise going gang gang kept ringing. What's sure is the part that went, every 2 seconds a man dies on Earth. So after the noise is repeated twice, one of the figures disappears. On the next instance, the human figure returns back in its old place, and now it's the other one that disappears. It was a commercial with only that repeating over and over for an extended time." Since the original post, numerous people have come forward claiming to have seen the commercial, but with conflicting details. Some saying the figures were in front of a railroad crossing, or that it was a PSA they saw in school, with sightings from the 90s to the 2000s from a variety of different TV channels. The search has led to dozens of recreations of the commercial, but despite the time and effort that's gone into the search, the commercial has never been found. The most common theory is that the PSA was created by the Ad Council of Japan, known for making scary PSAs at the time, but when contacted, they claim to have not made a commercial like Hitogata. Another theory suggests that Hitogata might be related to another potentially lost commercial made by Tokyo-based chemical company Tokoyama in 1994. This lost commercial also includes white humanoid figures, and Tokoyama sounds close enough to Hitogata that the 2 commercials might be one and the same. Others believe that the commercial is a combination of different commercials. At least 2 videos on YouTube demonstrate that there were a ton of these commercials at the time that have elements of Hitogata, claiming the commercial might be nothing more than mass misremembering that's turned into an urban legend. I really want to believe that Hitogata is real. What do you think? Thank you so much for watching, and a huge thanks to everyone who suggested I make a video on Lost ads. Let me know what other videos you want me to make in the comments or on Twitter at LostMediaMike. This is Mike with All Things Lost. See you soon.